My son's friend's parents want to adopt him. I'm a single dad working double shifts at a warehouse making $16 an hour. My son Diego is 11, and his best friend Henry lives in one of those neighborhoods where the houses have circular driveways and 3-car garages. Diego's been friends with Henry since 3rd grade. I've always felt weird at school pickup, my beat-up 2008 Honda sitting next to their Range Rover. But the kids didn't care, so I didn't either. Last Tuesday, Henry's parents invited me over for coffee. I almost said no because I had a shift in 3 hours, but something in the mom's voice made it sound important. Their house looked like something from a magazine. White carpet everywhere. Chandelier in the entryway. The kitchen alone was bigger than my entire apartment. Please sit, Henry's dad said, gesturing to their leather breakfast nook. His wife poured coffee into actual china cups, not mugs. Cups with saucers. We wanted to discuss Diego's future, the dad said, sliding a manila folder across their marble counter. I opened it. Adoption papers. My hands went numb. Before you react, the mom said quickly, hear us out. Diego's an exceptional kid. Brilliant, actually. But he deserves opportunities you simply can't provide. I just sat there staring at my reflection in their polished counter. Private school, the dad continued. We've already spoken with Lakewood Academy. They have an opening for next semester. Full scholarship through our foundation. College fund, the mom added. We'd establish a trust. $250,000 to start. My coffee cup shook in my hand. He's living in a 1-bedroom apartment, she said, not unkindly. You work nights. He's alone for hours. We have a guest room that's bigger than most master bedrooms. He'd have stability, structure. The dad leaned forward. We're not trying to replace you. We'd arrange visitation, holidays, summers even. You could still be his father. Every word was a knife because it was all true. I worked 6 p.m. to 6 a.m. most nights. Diego microwaved his own dinners, did homework alone, went to bed in our living room because I'd given him the only bedroom. Our apartment had water stains on the ceiling. Think about what's best for Diego, the mom said. Not your pride. I drove home with those papers sitting on my passenger seat, hands shaking on the steering wheel. I kept seeing that guest room they'd showed me, the private bathroom, the desk by the window overlooking their pool, everything I couldn't give him. That night I came home at my usual time. 6:47 a.m. Diego was already awake, doing homework at our kitchen table that doubles as my desk, our dining table and his craft station, frozen waffle wrappers in the trash. He'd made his own breakfast again. Morning, Dad, he said, not looking up from his math worksheet. I sat down across from him, still in my warehouse uniform that smelled like cardboard and sweat. Bud, we need to talk. He finally looked up. Is this about Henry's parents? My heart stopped. What did they say to you? Diego shrugged. Yesterday after school, they asked if I'd rather live in their big house, have my own bathroom, get a new Xbox and gaming setup in my own room. I felt sick. What did you tell them? He went back to his math problem, erasing something. I told them my dad's teaching me that a man's worth isn't measured by his house size. It's measured by showing up every single day. I couldn't speak. Henry's dad is cool and all, Diego continued, but he didn't teach me to ride a bike. He didn't stay up with me when I had nightmares about mom leaving. He didn't work double so I could go on the 6th grade field trip to Washington, D.C. He looked at me, dead serious. You did. Then he went back to his homework like he didn't just save my life. Besides, he added, Henry's house is boring. They have a room just for coats. A whole room. 4 coats. We have more fun in 600 square feet than they do in 6,000. I sat there in my dirty work clothes, watching my kids solve equations at our cramped table with the wobbly leg I kept meaning to fix. That afternoon, I drove back to that perfect house with the circular driveway. This time, I didn't take my boots off at the door. I appreciate the offer, I said, handing back the unsigned papers. But my son already has everything he needs. The mom looked confused. But the opportunities, he's got the only opportunity that matters, I interrupted. A father who chooses him every single day. The dad started to say something, but I was already walking out. I never signed those papers. And that kitchen table, it's staying exactly where it is.